While I was eating, a boy suddenly sat down across from me. I immediately recognized him as that notorious troublemaker. When he tried to talk to me, I told him to leave, not wanting any involvement, but he didn't move at all. Just as I was about to keep arguing, my friend came over and asked whose meal I was eating. She explained that the seat was too cold, so she had moved my tray to another table. Only then did I realize that not only had I taken the boy's seat, but I had also eaten his food. I thought this delinquent would be angry, but he just smiled. To apologize, I offered to treat him and let him order anything he wanted, but he didn't say a word. That night, downstairs at the dorm, I went to him to pay for the lunch. Instead, he handed me a card and left before I could figure out what was going on. I brought it back to the dorm and discussed it with my friend. To my surprise, it turned out to be a hotel key card. In an instant, my impression of him was completely shattered, and I became even more convinced that he was just a delinquent. What I didn't know was that his roommate had asked him to pass the key card to a friend. He happened to run into me outside the dorm and mistook me for that person. It wasn't until I asked someone to return the card to him that he realized he had given it to the wrong person. On the first day of the new semester, I was late. With no seats left, I had no choice but to sit next to him. Then the teacher asked him to stand up and introduce himself, but he didn't move at all. Only when the teacher called him again did he stand up and give a brief introduction. Everyone applauded him. That was when I was shocked to realize that this boy was actually the top student in the entire school. Later, during a meeting, I noticed he kept typing on his laptop. Curious, I leaned over to see what he was doing. Just as I was completely absorbed, he told me the teacher had asked me to stand up and introduce myself. I believed him and immediately stood up. The sudden scene made the whole class burst into laughter. Only then did I realize I had been tricked. The next day, to earn extra credits, I participated in a stand-up performance. While performing, I spotted him in the audience. To get back at him for embarrassing me the day before, I deliberately announced that the next act would be performed by him. But just as I turned to leave the stage, he suddenly stopped me. Then, right in front of everyone's astonished eyes, he confessed his feelings to me